For our final digital essay, we would like to analyze the culture of milk tea in comparison to fast food culture. Fast food has been spreading globally since the late 1800s, including McDonald's, KFC, and Burger King. The menus of fast food are consisted of burgers, fries, hot dogs, and all sorts of fried foods. These fast food chains manage to beat out the local franchise by all sorts of methods, including marketing strategy, providing social spaces. In fact, to meet local taste, local adaptation had taken place on these foods to make them more suitable to the locals' preferred flavors.
In comparison to the fast food case, we would like to discuss about how milk tea was invented by the British and turned into a culture icon in the Taiwanese and Hong Kongese culture, and eventually brought back to the Western culture.
There are quite a few theories about how milk was added to tea in Britain. First of all, it's generally accepted that tea arrived in Britain in 1660. In 1655, a Dutch traveler named Jean Nieuwhof experienced tea with milk at a banquet given by the Chinese emperor for the Dutch ambassador, which he spread it to Europe as a form of cultural adaptation. Secondly, Tibetans have been using butter in tea as early as before the 10th century. The reason they add butter to their tea is because of the high calorie content of the yak butter.
Moreover, Indians are known for having an elaborate tea culture, which is much younger than the Chinese, and is very strongly influenced by the British during the India-Ocean trade and the British colonization between the 1500s to the mid-1900s. In fact, they use half milk, half water to brew the tea when making masala chai.
As milk tea became more commonly accepted in Asia, some local adaptations started to take place in order to draw in more local customers, which is how bubble milk tea was invented under layered influence from multiple cultures.
The most accredited story for the origin of bubble tea comes from the Hanling Tea House in Taiwan, Tainan. In 1986, tea house owner Du Conghe got his inspiration when he saw white tapioca balls. He then made tea using the traditional white tapioca balls, which have the appearance of pearls. Shortly after, Hanling changed the white tapioca balls to the black version that is seen today.
An alternative origin is the Chunshuitang Tea House in Taichung, Taiwan. Its founder, Liu Hanjie, observed how the Japanese served cold coffee while on a visit in the 1980s and applied this to his tea. The new style of serving tea benefited his business, and multiple chains were established. This expansion was the starting point for the rapid expansion of cold tea consumption. Soon after, the tea house product development manager started to experiment more with the flavors of the tea. He poured a sweetened pudding with tapioca balls in the iced tea drink during a meeting in 1988. The beverage was well liked at the meeting, which consequently led to its inclusion on the menu. Bubble tea ultimately became the franchise's top-selling product.
Starting from Taiwan and Hong Kong, bubble milk tea became popular in most part of East and Southeast Asia during the 1990s. The drink is well received by global customers from Canada and USA as well, specifically around areas with high Asian demographics and immigrants, such as Chinatowns in major cities.
We would like to analyze two different bubble milk tea places in Ann Arbor, Sweetings and Bubble Island. On Emperor's Fund's website, who is the lead investor of Bubble Island, it stated, "Bubble tea is a non-alcoholic specialty drink of Asian origin. Bubble Island focuses on the university market as a bar alternative with a focus on delivering high-quality Americanized Asian snacks. Bubble Island markets itself as an Americanized Asian snack instead of authentic flavor from Asia."
In contrast, Sweetings was founded in 2015 with the goal of bringing in newly Hong Kong desserts and hand-shaken bubble teas. Both their employees and customers are mostly Asians. The menu also offers Chinese descriptions, whereas Bubble Island does not.
From here, we can start to question the authenticity of the bubble tea culture in the Western world. A lot of local adaptations were made to make fast food more appealable to local customers when fast food was introduced to China. Similarly, in reverse, a ton of local adaptations were also applied to Asian bubble tea to make it sellable in the US.
Not good.
And then you can ask.
Oh shit. Got this out, Jenny. Here we go.
So today we're tasting bubble teas.
Paddle's good.
I love this one.
But floral. You like it because you already love it.
Oh, this is my favorite. Like, I always order that one.
I actually like that one too.
And if I wanted like for the rose one, I don't
This
know
one
which
is
was.
rose.
Like if I wanted a rose drink, I wouldn't buy the bubble tea. I would get it. I don't know what drinks are out there, but like Bubble Island was way more sweeter.
Yeah, I tasted powder.
Oh, I didn't know it was powder, but I thought it was more artificial.
Definitely.
I think, yeah, this one's definitely more mild.
Yeah.
I think I like that one more too, actually.
Right. And then I think they have like similar content of tea, but this one just
Yeah.
has like more sugar in it.
They're both milkier. This one seems a little bit more like it has more depth to it.
Right.
Like, it's definitely sweeter, but it has like more dynamic.
Yeah. It's
Like
very
this one just kind of tastes like milk and like some tea. So, which is good, but
But yeah,
when I want
they're both
bubble
very
tea,
smooth,
yeah. When I want bubble tea, like I want something like this.
Even if like sweeting is more authentic, I feel like I still would prefer Bubble Island because it's sweeter and I enjoy sweeter drinks.
I think for me, like I like the sweet one, but I wouldn't be able to like finish this entire thing. Whereas in sweeting one, like it's less sweet, but I can finish all of it.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, sweeting is not too sweet. Like, I would have preferred it maybe a little bit sweeter, but less than Bubble Island's, but
Yeah.
definitely a little bit more authentic than all the other ones.
Yeah, this one feels like to me, I don't know, like more Americanized, like because we like the sweet stuff.
I would say sweet is more authentic because Bubble Island doesn't really taste very, like it doesn't taste like milk tea. Like the tea, you can't really taste the tea. But then honestly, there's no, like sugar wise, there's no authenticity because like honestly, like even in Asia, they gave you choice of like how much percentage of sugar you want in it. So, you know.
Yeah, I think also sweeting would be more authentic because, like you were just saying, it tastes like there's more tea in it. And,
Yeah.
For me, I feel like the sweeting is more authentic in terms of like not being too sweet because like Bubble Island is like too sweet
Definitely,
and
yeah.
like I don't think that's authentic and like this is more, you know, similar to what I had in China.
I agree. I think the sweeting, like you said, it's less sweet. It's also more creamier, if that makes sense. You know, like it's more whole. Like it doesn't just taste like water mixed with some powder and then like you get a little bit of the taste and then like the rest is just a water, I guess, base. Along with Professor Brown's General Salt Chicken lecture, we discussed about how Americanized Chinese food should not be considered as inauthentic because just like organisms, food evolved based on their environment too. Does the same logic apply to bubble milk tea in Asia and the Americanized bubble tea?
We think that although Americanized bubble tea still claimed to be Asian originated, it had already evolved to suit the Western dietary habits. According to our interviews, Americanized bubble tea from Bubble Island is sweeter in comparison to Asian flavored bubble tea from Sweetings. Moreover, Bubble Island offers more flavors, such as mango and strawberry, to meet the local taste. However, the interviewees has diverse opinions about flavor preferences, regardless of the brand. We do recognize that there are differences between Americanized bubble tea and Asian bubble tea. However, we consider the two to be genealogically connected, but parted in different ways due to their cultural matrix and the environment they are in.